Well, hello there. How's everybody doing today? I am blessed, highly favored of the Lord. I just want to get on here. I get on here lately is to read poems. When I'm reading these poems, is situations that I'm experiencing, and how I help myself is I write poems and to express what I'm feeling at a particular time. So, I'm going to read a couple of poems today, and hope this blesses you, and hope that you will comment on what you feel about it, what you thought about the different poems that I'm going to be reading. The first poem is sometimes you try to go through doors that isn't yours. Sometimes you go through a door that wasn't never meant for you. You knock, you push, you pray, you cry, you keep asking, why won't this door open? But sometimes a closed door is not rejection, it's protection. Sometimes God sees what you cannot see. He knows what's waiting on the other side. He knows which room would drain you, which places will break your peace, and which opportunities look beautiful but were never connected to your purpose. Excuse me. Stop exhausting yourself trying to force open what God has allowed to remain closed. Not every door deserves your knock. Not every opportunity deserves your yes. Not every person deserves access to you. Not every place you're invited is where you are supposed to stay. Sometimes you have to step back and say, if this door isn't mine, I don't want it. Because the wrong door can lead you away from yourself, while the right door can lead you closer to your destiny. Don't confuse delay with denial. Don't confuse rejection with failure. Don't confuse a closed door with the end of your journey. Sometimes no is the very thing that redirects you towards a greater yes. So stop standing at that wrong door begging it to recognize your worth. Turn around. There may be another door you haven't noticed because you've been too busy trying to force this one open. You walk away from won't you walk I'm sorry. Walk away from what won't open. Release what won't fit. Trust what God is doing, even when you don't understand it. And when the right door appears, you don't have to destroy yourself to trying to get through it. You understand why the others had to remain closed. Some doors are closed because they aren't yours. And sometimes the greatest blessing is finally having the faith to stop knocking and the courage to keep walking. Another poem. Stop carrying others' problems. Stop carrying other people's problems like they were designed, assigned to your name. Without carrying the, you can love someone deeply without carrying the weight of every battle they face. You were never meant to become everybody's rescue. You have spent enough times losing sleep over situations you cannot control, trying to fix people who must make their own decision, and carrying burdens that were never yours to bear. Put them down. Their choices are not your responsibility. Their mistakes are not your punishment. Their storms do not have to become the weather inside your heart. You can listen without absorbing. You can care without collapsing. You can help without losing yourself. You can pray for them without becoming their solution. Sometimes love says, I'm here for you. And sometimes wisdom says, but I cannot carry this for you. There is nothing wrong with protecting your peace. And you don't have to answer to every call. You don't have to solve every crisis. You don't have to feel guilty for choosing rest when your spirit is exhausted. Give people room to carry what belongs to them, to learn from their own journey, to grow through their own struggles. And give yourself permission to breathe again. Release the guilt, release the pressure, release the need to save everyone. You can love them without losing you. So put down what isn't yours, straighten your shoulders, lift your head, take a deep breath, and remind yourself I will support, but I will not carry. I will love, but I will not lose myself. I will care, but I will protect my peace. But I will protect my peace. Some birds belong in your prayers, not on your shoulders. Imagine that. Stop looking and start believing. Stop looking for everyone to tell you who you are. Stop reaching for approval for people were never assigned to understand your journey. Stop believing. I'm sorry, start believing. Believe when you cannot see the way. Believe when your door hasn't opened. Believe when your prayers seem unanswered and your heart is tired of waiting. Sometimes faith standing is an empty place and still declaring something greater is coming. Stop looking at what you lost. Stop looking at who you walked away. Stop looking at your yesterday as though it has the power to determine tomorrow. Your future is not behind you. There comes a time when you must stop asking, can I really do this? And start declaring, yes, I can. You have survived too much to doubt your strength now. You have overcome too many storms to believe the rain will last forever. You don't need everyone to believe in your dream. You don't need applause to keep moving. You don't need permission to become everything God created you to be. Believe in what God placed inside you. Believe there is a purpose in your pain. Believe there is life after disappointment. Believe there is joy after the tears. And when fear asks, what if it doesn't happen? Let faith answer, but what if it does? Stop looking for proof before you take the first step. Sometimes the evidence comes after you move. So lift your head, open your heart, take the step. Stop looking, start trusting, start walking, start believing. Because what you see today is not all there is. And what God has for you may be waiting on the other side of your belief. Don't forget you. Sometimes we'll forget ourselves. We're worried about other people so much. Don't forget you. In the middle of loving everybody else, don't forget you. While you're wiping their tears, listening to their pain, carrying their burdens, and helping them find their way, remember your heart needs care too. You spend so much time being strong for everyone that sometimes you forget you are allowed to get tired. You are allowed to say, I need a moment. You're allowed to rest without feeling guilty. You're allowed to protect your peace without explaining why. Don't lose yourself trying to keep everyone else whole. Don't empty your heart into people who never stop to ask, is there anything left inside of you? You matter too. Your dreams matter. Your feelings matter. Your time matters. Your peace matters. Your life matters. There comes a time when you must look in a mirror and recognize a person you've been neglecting. Reach for her. Remind her that she's still worthy. Tell her she can dream again. Tell her she deserves kindness too. Tell her she doesn't have to disappear just because everyone else needs something. Choose yourself without guilt. Love yourself without apology. Protect yourself without explanation. You can love people and still have boundaries. You can have a giving heart and still say no. You could be there for others without abandoning yourself. So when you're checking on everyone, check on you. When you're encouraging everyone, encourage you. When you're praying for everyone, remember to pray for you. Because after all the giving, all the loving, all the sacrificing, and all the caring, there is still one precious person you must never leave behind, you. So love deeply, give wisely, walk boldly. But remember, whatever you do, don't forget you. It's amazing. Determination. Determination, the voice inside that whispers, get up. When life has knocked you down so many times, you've forgotten what standing feels like. It is the fire that keeps burning, when disappointment pours down like rain. It is looking pain in the face and saying, you may have hurt me, but you will not stop me. Determination doesn't mean you'll never get tired. It means you'll keep moving even when your strength feels small. It means wiping your tears, taking another breath, and putting one foot in front of the other when everything inside you wants to quit. I have learned that mountains don't always move when I speak. Sometimes God gives me the strength to climb them. I have learned that closed doors are not always rejection. Sometimes they are protection, redirecting me towards something greater. So I will keep going. When they say you can't, I'll answer, watch me. When fear says turn around, I'll say I've come too far. When failure says it's over, I'll rise and declare I'm just getting started. I refuse to allow yesterday pains to cancel tomorrow's promise. I refuse to let disappointment become graveyard of my dreams. There is still purpose in me. There is still power in me. There is still a dream inside me that refuses to die. I will rise. I will push. I will believe. I will keep going. Not because the journey is easy, but because I finally understand determination is not about never falling down. It's about deciding that every time I fall, I will get back up again. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, even when nobody else can see the strength hiding behind your tears or the greatness growing quietly inside of you. Believe in yourself. When the road gets lonely, when doors slam shut, when disappointment whisper, maybe you're not enough. Stand tall and answer, I'm enough, and I will not give up on me. You have survived storms that were supposed to break you. You have cried tears nobody knew were falling. You have carried pain with a smile on your face and still found the courage to rise another day. That is strength. Stop measuring your worth by who stayed, who left, who applauded, or who failed to recognize the treasure within you. Your value does not decrease because someone else failed to see it. Look in the mirror and remind yourself, I'm capable, I'm worthy, I am growing, I am becoming, I have purpose, I will make it. Don't be afraid to dream again. Don't be afraid don't be afraid to begin again. Don't let yesterday failures become tomorrow's limitations. There is something powerful waiting on the other side of believing you can. So lift your head, dry your tears, take another step. Even when your hands shake, keep reaching. Even when your heart is tired, keep believing. Even when the journey gets difficult, keep moving. Because sometimes the person you have been waiting for to believe in you is the person staring back at you in the mirror. So tell yourself today, I believe in me. I will not quit on me. I will not give up on my dreams. I will become everything I was created to be. Believe in yourself because your story is not finished yet. And sometimes it's best to walk away. Sometimes it's best to walk away, not because you're weak, not because you're lost, but because your peace should never come at such a high cost. Sometimes you have to stop explaining your heart to people determined not to hear. Stop fighting to be understood by those who only keep you near and to keep you drowning in fear. There comes a moment when enough finally becomes enough. When your heart gets tired of carrying what was never yours to hold, and your spirit whispers, you deserve better than this. Walking away doesn't mean you never loved them. Sometimes it means you finally learn how to love yourself. You can forgive, you still and still close the door. You can care and still choose not to hurt anymore. You can wish them well without giving them another key to the places inside you that you fought so hard to set free. Some battles are not won by staying and fighting. Some victories happen the moment you turn around and refuse to keep bleeding on the same battlefield. So walk away from the disrespect, walk away from the confusion, walk away from anything that keeps stealing your joy and calling it love. You have spent enough nights crying, enough mornings rebuilding. That what broke your heart. Choose peace, choose healing, choose you. And when you ask why you finally walked away, lift your head and say, I didn't walk away because I was defeated. I walked away because I finally realized I was worth saving. Move forward into your destiny without fear. Move forward into your destiny without fear. Even when the road, even when the road, even when the road ahead is unclear. You were not created to stand at the door of your future afraid to walk through. There is more waiting for you. Fear will whisper, "What if you fail?" But faith will answer, "What if you what if you fly?" You have always survived days you thought would destroy you. Days you thought would destroy you, and you have walked through storms. They tried to silence your strength, and somehow you're still standing. So don't let yesterday hold tomorrow hostage. Don't let old wounds make decisions for your future. What hurt you may have been part of your story, but it does not have permission to write your ending. Lift your head, straighten your crown, put in your footsteps and faith in your heart. Your destiny is calling. Now the frightened version of you, not the broken version of you, but the healed, determined, powerful you who finally understands I have come too far to turn around. I have survived too much to surrender. I have cried too many tears to let fear steal what belongs to me. Mm, mm, mm. There may be mountains ahead. Climb them. There may be doors that close. Keep knocking. There may be moments when you feel alone. Keep walking. Because sometimes God doesn't show you the entire road, He simply gives you strength enough, light to take the next step. So take it. Move forward with courage. Move forward with purpose. Move forward believing that what God has placed inside you is greater than anything fear can put fear could ever put before you. Your past is behind you. Your purpose is within you. Your destiny is before you. Now walk towards it without fear. Believe in yourself, encourage yourself, lift yourself up. Tell yourself, don't speak negative about yourself. Don't tell yourself, I'm nothing, I'm nobody, I'll never be. Encourage yourself. When you get up in the morning, say, Good morning. You're going to have a great day. I love you. I am beautiful. I am awesome. I am strong. I am having it. I have a blessed life. I am determined to be everything that God wants me to be, expect me to be. I'm going to be that individual. I'm not giving up on me because there's more for me to do. There's more for me to help other women. There's more for me to let other women know you got this. We got this. We could do it. We could do anything but fail. Even if you fall, get up, dust your clothes off, stand up and say, I'm a survivor. I'll never quit. I've been through worse. This is just the beginning. And I thank God for it. And always remember, God loves you. And so do I. Keep reaching. Don't stop reaching. Keep believing in you. Never stop believing in you. Have a blessed day.